Okay, it appears as though we have a hard puzzle. A puzzle played 11,649 times, and it was played by two 1900s. Here is a snippet, or a small portion of their game. After A3, there must have been a possibility for black to win material. And it appears it might be the case. Well, at least that is why this puzzle has been brought. So let's take it from the top. To break down this puzzle scientifically, what you need to be aware of are weaknesses. Let's start off with one weakness. We can see that the f2 pawn is missing. What does it say about the situation? It says that the king can be unsafe along this diagonal because the f2 pawn was shielding the king along the dark squared diagonal. So king safety could be a big deal here. Another possible weakness would be unprotected or vulnerable pieces. For instance, I suppose you could target e4 because we have a little bit of pressure on that square. But bishop is completely unprotected and may see it, or it may reveal itself as a possible target. So we have three variables here. We have the e4 pawn, we have the king, we have the bishop. Now, being the ambitious person I am, I like to go after the most valuable targets. So if I'm looking for a setup or a tactical shot based on the king and the bishop, I immediately see the possibility of bringing my queen to d4. Now, if this queen had come to d4, I would attack the king along the weakened diagonal, thanks to f2 pawn, or the absence of the f2 pawn, but I would also put an attacker on the unprotected bishop. Heck, I would even have a shot against the somewhat protected e-pawn. But there is a theme or a problem with every one of these weaknesses, and that happens to be the f3 knight. So to put everything together, if we can remove this knight, we can open up a trifecta of possibilities. And coincidence? No, not really. This puzzle was not brought to us by coincidence. It was brought to us to make us aware of the tactical possibilities. So what this tactical theme is called, it's called a distraction, a deflection, a removal of the guard. If we use our bishop to take the knight on f3, nothing will be defending the d4 square. And when we place our queen on d4, we will target both the king and the bishop. I don't see any reasonable recapture white can make to bishop takes f3. If he captures with the g-pawn, queen d4. If he captures with the rook, queen d4. If he captures with the queen, queen d4. Yes, indeed, that is the solution.